So it is Friday, the 26th, I think, of February, and I'm gonna do another Hailey's Talks. And I've already missed 2 Fridays, so I really need to be doing today. So I'm going to be doing it. I just want to apologize because I have missed 2 Fridays, and that's unacceptable. I shouldn't have excuses, but there has been a bunch of family drama going on. So I'm sorry. I have uploaded 2 vlogs since then though. Sorry if I'm not looking like I say in every video. I'm using my phone. And I'm just sorry for the quality. Anyways, today is going to be rude customers. And if you don't know, I work at a car lot. My dad actually owns the car lot, and I am the secretary. And the reason I want to rant about rude customers is because today was crazy. We had this customer, this girl, and she got her car repoed. If you don't know what that means, it means when they don't make their payments, their car gets repoed. Kind of like if you don't pay your rent, you get evicted, more than likely. So, yeah, she got her car repoed. Well, today she came up there and she was all like, I need to get some things out of my car. And my dad was like, okay. My dad and my uncle, which my dad's the owner, and then my uncle is the manager. And they're like, okay, we need the key, because anytime a person comes and gets stuff out of the car when their car gets repoed, we get the key from them. So they can't obviously like drive off with it and stuff. It's just policy. And she threw a freaking fit and would not give the key over. So my dad, he was being all nice and everything, and he was like, we really do need the key, that's the policy. And she's like, well, last time I got repoed, you didn't take the key. Well, last time she came in, my dad wasn't there. My uncle let her get something out because she needed to get insurance to get her car back. And so, we let her in the car. Well, we usually take the key before like anyone get anything out of the car. And so yeah, it just got into this big thing, and then they left to go, I guess, get money, I don't know. And then a couple minutes later they come back and they want to get everything out of the car and all this stuff. And she's like, I'm getting your money, I'm getting your money. And we're like, then why are you throwing a big fit? Like, there's no reason for it. And at this point, my dad had talked to her dad on the phone or something like that. And so when they came back, she was still throwing a fit and having an attitude towards my dad. And of course, my dad doesn't like it when people disrespect him or be disrespectful to him. Especially, this girl's like younger than me. So she's maybe 20 or 19 or something, or maybe even younger. I don't know. She's really young. And her boyfriend was with her. And her boyfriend pulled a hammer out of the back of the car and was threatening to like hit and stuff. And so finally I just kind of got tired of her disrespecting my dad, and I was like, okay, you just need to get your stuff out of the car and please go. And she kept being really rude, and she kept calling me a bitch, and I was just like, excuse me? Like, what the heck? So I started getting mad, but my dad was like, just go back in there, just be quiet. So I went back in there and I was quiet. Well, anyways, so yeah, he was threatening and calling names and they're both just being really disrespectful. And then the cops got called. My uncle ended up calling the cops because he kept threatening and saying, you want to see a gang or something, I don't know, to my dad, and they're just being really disrespectful and rude for no reason, just over a key. And it's not our fault that your car got repoed. We tried calling them like 5 times before before the finance company decided that, oh, the car really does need to get repoed. So yeah. It's just ridiculous how people can be so rude when it's not our fault that the car got repoed. Like, pay your payment and it won't get repoed. And so yeah, the cops came, and which is really surprising because they started to act calm when the cops came. Like, it's crazy how people can change because the cops are there. It just amazes me how people can be so rude and disrespectful. I just don't get it. Especially when it's not even our fault. Like, why are you being rude and disrespectful to us when it's not our duty to tell you when to pay your stuff. Like, I mean, they don't call you and tell you, oh, your rent's due. At least my apartment doesn't call and tell us, oh, your rent's gonna be due and you're 1 day late. They don't do that. They usually leave a note on the door if it's like late, and they give us a day or we're gonna get evicted or whatever, you know. So I don't see why people have to get an attitude, and this isn't the first time that I've seen something like this. I mean, but this is the most craziest that I've seen anyway. But yeah, that happened, and they left finally, and yeah. But my point basically is, like, I just don't get it. I mean, basically anywhere you work, there's gonna be rude people. Like, it's just how life is. But I just don't see why people have to be so rude. Especially young people, how can you disrespect your elders like that? Like, I just don't understand why people have to be so rude. This is by far, this girl's gotten repoed a couple of times, and she's, like, just got the car not too long ago, like, a couple months ago. I just don't understand how you can keep getting your car repoed after you know when your payment's due and everything, and when we try calling you, and it's just really irritating that. And I'm sick of the drama and stuff lately, so I was just like, why? It's just irritating. Ugh. I just don't understand how people can be so freaking rude.